Okay, looks like we're ready to start here. And good morning. Hope you're all doing well. And on this beautiful day, it's a nice sunny morning. I'm here in the front room. I've got this really cute picture of crocuses that was sent to me by Kathy Frank, and I thought that it would be a really nice project to get our mind off of everything. And I will post the picture or email it to people, so you've got that for reference. You can use a light box or trace it out or just draw it out however you want. I ended up doing a piece of trace and then using it to kind of sketch out on my paper here, and I sort of moved things around a little bit just to get the layout, to fit in my nice square piece here. She sent me a few other pictures. This one's got a nice little crocus on the side, which I liked, so I incorporated it into this picture. And I'm going to use a little of both. In fact, here's one. Sorry, let's see if we can get this guy. Here's another image that she sent with maybe earlier in the day. They're not quite as open. And I think I want to add maybe one or two of these guys. There's a few that are solid color, and then a few cute little striped ones. So I like those, and I want to just add a couple more. So I'm looking at this guy right here, and I think there's a few tiny ones in the middle. I kind of like this space left as the negative with some of the leaves. I think it's kind of cute. It's like a little sunburst of flowers here. Let's stick another little guy up here. I'm trying to figure out which one we like the best. Maybe this guy here, right? So what I'm going to do is just sort of add him, and it's just kind of give yourself the the coloring book line, right? We're gonna up here, sort of all want it all to come to one center point, which you can't quite see down there. These guys are the striped ones, so I want to put the pencil on to remind myself of that. I'm going to leave these pictures out here for me for reference. I've got my paper towels set out, my water, let's move that. I've got my masking fluid. I cleaned my palettes and rearranged them, made new charts for them. You can see how pretty they look. I cleaned out a couple. But it's nice to do every once in a while. We have certainly got a lot of time, so I usually like to start with doing the light areas first. I think what I really want to do is get that little bit of yellow on the inside, yellow-orange on the inside of the crocuses on there, and then I think I'm going to use a little masking fluid to cover them up so that I can paint the crocuses and not have to worry about losing that yellow. So this is dry paper, and I'm painting it with a very wet brush. I'm gonna just go around the outline of it and add a little water to kind of fill it in. I don't have to fill it in all the way. I can leave some. But I want to go through, add a little bit of this yellow. I think it's going to help me figure out where the crocuses are, in the whole scheme of this picture here, because it's a little complicated. I'm going to do this a couple different ways, I think. the first project here, we'll try and do a slightly tighter version, and because that's what I usually like to do first, and then we can do another loose version, which might be fun. I'm gonna take a little of this off with a paper towel, and we're gonna come through here. This is a lot. You know, what I like to do is paint with a few different colors, right? So I've got a nice bright yellow here, and then I'm also adding a little bit of a yellowy orange because I like to paint with a lot of variety in my painting, right? It's all about the colors. It's very rare that I'll use just one yellow or one, you know, one blue for something. So we're gonna put them all in, which is why we have all these nice color choices here, right? That's the point. So let's see, what are these two? Can we figure them out? We've got, that was tricky. I've got a gamboge, or an Aurelian is the brighter yellow, and then this kind of orangey yellow is called isodoline. Okay, that's a crazy one. Orangey yellow, whatever you have, no worries. You don't want to, you know, we can turn this because we want to make sure that we don't get our hand in anything, in which case I have to turn my reference to, because I'm that type of person. All right, so I clear my brush off. This is a little washcloth in there to kind of clean my brush off and dry it off before I put it on my paper. I want to get some of the water out of it. Okay, so we're gonna do these little guys first. So this is our first class together online, and I hope everybody is doing well, and I hope that this will help us take our minds off of things and just kind of give us a little respite from the news and you know, the worry everybody's dealing with. So we're going to do some art therapy, and I will try and post things as soon as I get them done. What I'll do is I'll work on this for, say, about an hour, or as long as the you know, my paper's not too wet, and then I'll post this, and then post another, you know, another hour or so afterwards to kind of finish things up. Okay, where are we here? I'm gonna turn it. I can't find this one. This is the one I added, remember? Okay, there he is. He's over here. It's a little too big, but I hope I didn't hit the camera. Okay. Take a little off. Let's see if we can get that nice. You know, what I'm noticing about the crocuses is the tops of the petals have some very cute little curves to them. So it's not straight across, you know, it's something you want to spend some time looking at, and you know, it's fun to observe things. It sort of takes your mind away from other worries, and you have to really look at things, right? So let's see, we've got a little bit. All right, that's this guy here. So this guy, oh, I didn't get drawn in. We had that. There's a couple of little guys here. And I'm sure we'll have missed a couple, but that's okay. Well, that one doesn't have any, but you know what? Let's put some in anyway, right? Nobody's gonna tell. And here's one too. I love the yellow, right? It kind of goes all over the picture. It's sort of like a unifying color here. So I'm adding it. We'll see. Maybe we can add some to the background, perhaps. Who knows, all right? Okay, while that is drying, I'm gonna canvas again. Have a look here. You know, there's a million ways to do projects, right? We could use paint the background and do this as a sort of a negative painting. I think it might be kind of fun to do something around the outside edge to begin with. And if we don't like that, you'll see me doing another one soon. So, right, if it doesn't work out, we'll just do it again. Okay.